I've been writing down my goals for months and months, and one of the most important goal for me was to go to India. Okay, I really don't know where to begin. Alright, first of all, hi everyone, it's been a while since my last video and there is a reason for it. I want to talk about it, about different things that I haven't been updating you about because I didn't feel like, so I want to talk about this, about the last year and a half that I've spent in Poland, and I didn't share that because that's not what I wanted to share. Let's see how this update will go. There is something that I want to share and this might be a little bit all over the place, but I'll do my best to keep it focused. Alright, it's been almost 1.5 years since I came back from India to Poland, and I've been sharing with you on YouTube about that 9-month solo journey in India, and I haven't finished that yet, and it's been 1.5 years since I came back, and I've had so many different ideas for videos that I wanted to share with you. Some tips and advice about India, maybe some videos about Poland and my life, what I do here, because you've been asking me, you've been interested. But all the time, like through all these months, I felt like I wanted to share that whole story first before I start doing new things and other things. I didn't want to, I didn't know how I was supposed to do it at once, because even making those vlogs was taking me more time. So I've had many other ideas and I couldn't start. I feel like I couldn't start because of those videos from India. And now I am at the point where it becomes even more complicated. But let me get to that at the right time. Okay, so my journey in India, there are many things that I haven't shared that I wanted to share, and it became like, it feels weird to me, like having an idea and not execute on it, it becomes heavy, like a weight on me. I still want to do it, but I don't, and so I plan it for the future, but other things come up and I can't do it. So I have many things like this, and I've always been like this. It works better for me to take action even if something is not very well planned, then plan and try to do it in the right time and the best way possible, but then not do it at all. So this is very typical for me. I'm trying to work on that, and I want to like incorporate this idea now in the nearest future. But I'm gonna need some help, or at least suggestions. Sorry, I've been sick for the last 2 weeks. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded new video, but not the main one. Alright, so my journey in India has changed my life. Yeah, it has. And I wanted to share more details about that on this channel, but like I said, I didn't find it appropriate at the time. But I think I'm gonna share more of these things in the future. But in general, when I came back from India, I came with some ideas about my life. One of them was, so let me answer one of the very common questions asked, what I do in Poland, or should I say what I was doing, because it's going to change soon. So when I came back from India, I wasn't planning to stay in Poland for long. I wasn't going to stay here for long. I was planning to stay here only up to 4 months, because when I was in India and when I was traveling, I realized and I decided that I want to travel, that I want to feel free, that I want to be a global citizen, and I want to vlog about it on YouTube. I didn't have any specific plans, but I wanted to leave as soon as possible before that motivation and that confidence that I can do whatever I want to do, before it decrease. That's why I wanted to leave as soon as possible. So I was thinking about going to another country for work, for any work, to earn money for like longer travels. That was my like vague idea what I wanted to do. But when I came, I also sent out some CVs as a yoga teacher, and that's what I've been doing. I've been working as a yoga teacher, as an oriental dance teacher, and I've been working as a waitress barista in one restaurant. So that's what I've been doing, and the vision behind it was that I definitely didn't want to take up a regular job. That was something I would never want to do, like any corporate job, office, this kind of things that don't excite me, that I would hate doing, and I didn't even see myself doing it for a year to earn and save money for travels. I couldn't do it because I know that if I did that every day after coming back from work, I would feel no inspiration, I would be exhausted mentally, I would suffer. I just didn't want to do it. So I'm very satisfied with how I spent this year, like work-wise, even though I wasn't able to save a lot of money. But I was doing only the things that I really wanted to do, and it didn't feel like work, and I didn't even work a lot because I was teaching in the evenings and I was working at that restaurant like once or twice a week. So I had a lot of time, which was my priority. I had a lot of time to work on those YouTube videos, editing, all that stuff. It takes so much time. That's why it took so long and it hasn't been finished yet. But that was my priority when I came back, that I needed time more than I needed money. So that's how I had time to make those videos. That is also another question that I've been asked. What I didn't expect to happen, it was clear to me that that journey in India was life-changing for me while I was still there. But what happened, what have been happening after I came back, so until now, all those changes inside of me, I didn't expect that. So most of the time that I spent here in Poland was focused on spiritual growth, and that spiritual journey from India continued and continues until now, and I see it as a part of my life's purpose. So it is like a major part of my life and life plans. You guys wanted me to make some videos about my life in Poland, but I found it I found it not so excited to share, because from the outside my life here wasn't that exciting. I wasn't doing anything shareable. Most of the time I was spending by myself at home. I enjoyed it. That was exactly what I wanted to do, what I needed. I've been reading books, I've been watching and reading spiritual stuff, I've been exploring my soul, my subconscious mind, and many different things have been coming up. I know it might sound not very specific, but I don't feel like being more specific right now. So I came from India with this empowering feeling that I can do and I can be whatever I want in life. I can create my life the way I want. Not even feeling just this certainty confidence that anything is possible, everything is possible. That's what I've learned in India through different experiences. And I still believe that, and I have my own proofs for that as well. I believe that when you're in kind of an alignment with something higher, with your higher self, let's say, then everything around you kind of helps you, conspires for you, for the things that are supposed to be, that are supposed to happen, for them to really happen, like almost with no effort on your side. It's not that simple, but there is something in that. And there was a period of time from the very beginning of the 2018. Major changes have been happening for me since the beginning of this year, and for a couple of months it was very, very, very intense. Now I'm more grounded, but it was very intense for some time. I've been interested only in exploring this area, my self, my soul. I've been coming to terms with some hidden issues, emotions, things were coming up from the past just to be resolved. So I realized that I've been healing. That's what it's called, like healing. We are all here to heal, and the more we heal, the more in alignment we may be. That's been incredible. So I realized that this time in Poland was for me to happen. Because I really wanted, I mentioned that I wanted to leave after 4 months, and I was about to do it. I had my tickets booked. I booked my tickets to UK, where I was planning to work, to earn money and travel. That was my plan, and I was really motivated to act on it right away. So that was my plan, but something stopped me from doing it, and I needed to stay. And I see it as something that was meant to happen. I like that it happened. This year was for me to process all those things, just to be with myself and to be in a comfortable environment, which my home is. I am here safe. I live with my parents, and I don't mind. They also don't mind, because it is all about that vision. My vision was to leave from Poland as soon as possible, because I don't want to settle here. So I don't see myself renting an apartment or buying anything, or I don't know, starting a family, or like, I don't want to settle here. When I came here back from India, I didn't want to, and I am still at the same point. I am still with that vision that I am not settling here because I want to explore the world. And my goal is I am far from reaching it, but my goal is to become location independent. So I was also teaching myself about possibilities to earn a living online. Yeah. I'm not there because I didn't focus on that. I thought this year was to create a base for myself. Foundation. Excuse me. I thought that this year in Poland was for me to create that foundation. So when I'll be ready to leave, then I would really be ready. Like, I would have some different streams of income, for example, and I don't know, I would brand myself as I don't know, a yoga teacher, India expert, I don't know, whatever it would be. It isn't, so you know, that's what I thought. But in the process, I realized that wasn't really what this year was for me. I was trying to make it like this, but you know, it's not really when something is meant to happen, then it's meant to happen, and you might realize that what you're aiming for, it's not exactly the best for you. So I realized in the process, and how I recognized that this is what is really like the most important for me, by realizing that this is like what I do instead of doing what I planned. Let's see, I planned to work on my YouTube channel and my blog, and instead of doing it, I've been watching videos about spirituality, reading books, just be the most interested in it, the most excited about it, and that's it. That's how I realized that this is what is more important, because it happens and I don't mind. But apart from that, I've been also setting some goals. Nothing happens if you don't work for it. You may be in alignment and what you want comes to you. Yeah, this happens, but there is a balance between both, and if you want to achieve some goals, you need to work for them. I've been writing down my goals for months and months, and one of the most important goal for me was to go to India. So that's also funny, because I wanted to set this goal very precisely, so I decided that I want to go by the end of this year. And I don't know how I was going to make it happen, but that was the goal. I was trying to work with my subconscious mind, like programming my mind for it to happen. If I believe it, and it happens no matter how. These things also work, but it's just not that easy. What's interesting? So I had this goal that I would go to India by the end of this year, and I wanted to go to India being as ready as possible. So the first thing was to finish telling the story about my previous journey on YouTube, and I told myself that I am not going to India unless I finish it, because I don't want to have this unfinished. There were some other like circumstances that I wanted this goal to be like. I'll be financially ready, and have some like this foundation, online foundation done. So that was the thing, and with time I started to be more realistic, and I didn't see myself be so ready by the end of this year, so I gave up on this deadline. I didn't give up on the idea of going to India as soon as possible, but I gave up of the expectations about when it happens. How it happens, when it happens. I just told myself, whenever it will happen, whenever it is meant to happen. I don't know, maybe something, you never know, maybe some opportunity will come and I will be able to go earlier, or maybe it will not and I would go later. It doesn't matter, I just gave up on the expectations. And that's when incredible things happen. When you give up on expectations, when you give up on your plans. That's like a theme of my Indian journey. If you've been like following my vlogs, then I think you would recognize that this is like a theme of my journey. Whenever when I realized that giving up on my plans, or like those expectations, not having a plan, just going with the flow, it always turned out the best. So this is really when incredible things happen. I think we're coming to the conclusion. Okay, so now today, here I am, about to leave Poland. Depending on when I publish this video, I might already not be here, or I might leave in a couple of days. I don't know. As of now, when I'm filming this, I'm about to leave Poland in a week. And what I actually wanted to like point out, I have a lot of unpublished videos from India, and I kind of don't know what to do about it, because I want to share with you my upcoming adventures. I want to be like up to date as much as it's possible, because it might be not that easy. I know, because I already know. When I was in India, I wasn't able to edit those videos and publish and be up to date. It was impossible. I was on the move. So many things were happening. I didn't have a proper camera, I didn't have a proper laptop, like it was impossible. But this time it might be possible. In this video I wanted to like make this a little update and ask you people what do you think? Or just let you know that I am in this kind of dilemma. It's kind of a dilemma because do you have any idea how many other places I've visited in India that I haven't shared with you yet? And yes, I filmed it also. I have like a lot of more videos to come. That's what I actually meant a couple of videos back when I was saying something about documenting and decreasing the quality of my videos because I want to publish more, but it didn't work. I went to Varanasi, Kolkata, Darjeeling, Nepal. I attended my friend's wedding in New Delhi. I went on a Vipassana meditation course, and after that I went to Himachal, Manali, Kullu, Dharamshala, and well, somewhere in between I also went to Khajuraho and Ocha. This is what I haven't shared with you yet, and I will definitely will. I just have to wrap my mind around how I'm gonna do it, because in a week I am going to travel. And there will be new stuff to share, so I just don't know how to do it. Maybe I will come up with some creative way to share it, like simultaneously, you know what I mean. So let's see about it. I don't know if this is a video that is watchable, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of update. I encourage you to follow me on Instagram, because that's where you will find the most updated information, although I haven't been active there, but I'm going to. I will definitely be sharing a lot of on Instagram and my story. That's where you can get the most updated information of what I'm doing, and I am very excited to share. So basically I just arrived in India.